Promoter's choice, you'll notice that Callum Harper, all the way from Tasmania, has been chosen to run at the back of the pack. He's got some work to do from position number 21. No doubting the leader though, the boy from Kingaroy, the president of the Super Sedan Association here in Queensland, Davey Mush, to lead him away. He's got the T8 from Tasmania, Steve Latham, to join him on the front row. Ash Bergmeyer will start out at 3. Out of position 4 will be Lachlan Onley. Out of position 5 will come the V34 of James Collins, the V1 of Nicola Jr., the A1 of Darren Kane. Joining him will be the Q1 champion of young Matty Pascoe, the 26 of Sean Black, and he has got Trent Wilson joining him. He was our quick time man and unfortunately has to start from 10 for the inversion. We are about to go green. Brisbane, 53 laps the journey. One more big deep breath. Let's pull the trigger. Mush leads as they turn into turns 1. Latham heads to the concrete. Oh, how he missed, I have no idea, but he loses a heap of ground and finds himself now back battling for about 10th spot. Across the stride for the first time, Dave Moss, Bergmeyer. Then we go back to Onley, Collins, Nicola, Pascoe, Kane, Black, Latham, Wilson, and Jordan. Have a look at them. Get in where you fit in, boys. Elbows up early in the GP53. Moss leads Bergmeyer. Back to Onley, Collins. Nicola Jr. on the outside. Moves himself from 5th to 4th. Pascoe on the charge. Darren Kane catfishing the Australian one on the bottom side. Sean Black right in the wheel tracks of the team boss. Nicola absolutely flying up into 3rd. Now sits on the top side of Bergmeyer. Mush and Bergmeyer side by side under the tower.
I tell you what,
Bergmeyer gets a tap from Bergmeyer and goes airborne.
Pascoe's trying to get the top side working, Macca, and it is. Matty Pascoe sits high on the racetrack. He is trying to get that top side to work for him. He's managed to grab 2 places. He now sits in 3rd. Mick Nicola Jr. leads the way. Then we go back to Ash Bergmeyer, Matty Pascoe, round the outside of Lachlan Onley. Then we go back to the 34 there of Jamie Collins. He's got Shawnee Black on the outside. Kane's moved on the upside of the racetrack. Look at Jordan. Jordan almost gets 2 for 1 down the back. He gets past Kane, he gets past Black. And Steve the Joker Jordan moves up another spot. He is on the charge. Nicola Jr. continues to lead from Bergmeyer. Pascoe now in a definite 3rd position. These 3 starting to put a bit of a gap on Lachlan Onley. Then we go back to Jamie Collins. Here comes Jordan now having a look down the inside of Collins. Big flame out of Darren Kane's car as he gets off the gas. Sean Black comes back up the inside. Kane says, no, not having that. And tries to go back around the outside of Black. Hangs on to that position. Oh, they're starting to clear out a little at the front, Macca.
Down the front straight underneath the tower. Have a look at the top 3 now. The cream has risen to the top. Nicola Jr. under all sorts of pressure. Here comes Matty Pascoe. He's got the name monopoly on this trophy. He wants it a second time. Nicola Jr. makes the mistake and Pascoe capitalises down the bottom side. Bergmeyer with the best seat in the house, settling down into 3rd spot. Onley back there in 4th. Here they come, the charge of the White Brigade onto the front straight. Collins, Jordan. He's got Darren Kane for company as they sweep through 1 and 2. Kane right on the hammer of the Joker as they come down the back straight. Darren Kane trying to find a little bit of go for on the top side of the racetrack. Sean Black, Trent Wilson, nose to tail. Kane still can't quite come to grips with Stevie Jordan in front of him. The leaders have started to clear out. Pascoe is out of there. Yellow.
Yellows. Zach Pascoe around in turn number 2.
Racetrack. And it allows for a little bit of a fresh start. Darren Kane will be certainly right in the wheel tracks of the car in front of him. Lights go out, 40 laps left to run, 13 in the bank. A long way from home yet, and Pascoe smashes the gas as they come into turns 1 and 2. Nicola Jr. settles down into second. Bergmeyer under a little bit of pressure at the moment. Collins slips down between himself and Onley, moves himself from 5th to 4th. And it's Pascoe, Nicola Jr., Bergmeyer, Collins, and Onley. That's the top 5. Steve Jordan. He's the next one in the queue. We go back to Darren Kane. He's on the top side of Trent Wilson, who slips down underneath. Sean Black can't seem to find any race room at the moment in the 26 machine. Everybody at the moment in the top 10 nose to tail. Nobody wants to go to the top side of the racetrack. Matty Pascoe made it work for himself a little bit earlier tonight. Oh, another one spinning. That's
Darren Kane.
Facing the wrong way.
Darren Kane there spinning up there in turn number 2. Shawnee Black just managing to miss the Australia 1. I tell you what, someone who's coming through the field fairly quickly, Macca, is Callum Harper.
As they go side by side, Delaware start one more time. Thank you very much for sticking with us, Brisbane, and of course, right around the world on Ash Media. Do trust you've enjoyed it tonight. Hope the beer was cold and the pizza was hot. As we've got 37 left to run and the crews all cheering their champions home. Let's go racing. Pascoe again, Nicola Jr. Bergmeyer this time gets a better run on the outside. Side by side down the back straight. Bergmeyer doesn't want to let it go this time. Nicola, has he got enough horsepower? Yes, he does. He'll move himself up in a second. Collins, have a look at a 3-wide battle. Jordan gets down underneath Onley. And on the outside goes Trent Wilson. Wilson moves to 5th. Pascoe, oh, yellows again.
Cars everywhere down the back. Cars everywhere, Macca. Lee Williams involved.
Darren Kane again.
Young Hayden Brems managed to get through. Bobby McCosker. Looks like Crafty involved in there.
Big damage on Michael Halley's car. The car is right up in the air at the rear end. Looks like it's broken the rear end. So they're going to need the forklift on that one. Dick's pilot. So he's got a little bit of work to do, and there's certainly some very talented hard chargers sitting right in front of him. Trent Wilson finally found a little bit of go forward in the 44 machine. Did a great job on the outside of most of the cars as they set themselves up for a Delaware start one more time. Pascoe, Nicola Jr. and Bergmeyer right from the drop of the green. It's been these three battling most of the way. They followed each other through the field. And I tell you what, it's looking a bit second-hand down there on the infield with you, Trev, I can tell you right now.
Fuel just pouring out of the split cell in the back of the Darren Kane machine as they put that up on the tilt tray.
Here we go racing. Rip the lip time down in 1 and 2. Over to Bergmeyer, this time on the top side of Nicola Jr. He's tried that every time. They are 3 wide for 4th, 5th and 6th as they come down into the 3-4 turn.
Trent Wilson's lost his bonnet. It's up there in turn 1 up against the fence. So the bonnet flew off the, what did I say, Trent Wilson? Sorry, the Lee Williams machine.
Down across the stripe one more time. Wilson and Black starting to battle it out now as Black, as you said, trying to get into that top 5. Pascoe, Nicola Jr., Ash Bergmeyer, still the top 3. Then we go back to Collins. Still side by side, lap after lap, goes Black and Wilson. Wilson on the top side of the racetrack. Black on the bottom. Trent again goes to the top side. Up near the concrete. Shorty Black down the bottom. And the drive seems to be with the 44 at the moment. He gets around the outside of Jamie Collins. Can he make it stick? Side by side down the back straight. Into the 3-4 turn. Trent Wilson just gets out of it a little bit as they get onto the back of Ash Bergmeyer. Collins is trapped. Great drive by Wilson. Puts himself between Bergmeyer and Collins and gets the job done on the outside. Collins comes back on the bottom side of the racetrack. Not enough horsepower to match it with Trent Wilson though. Wilson doing it beautifully. Right in the wheel tracks, makes the mistake. That allows Collins to get back on the back end of him. But can't quite make it stick. They go nose to tail. Pascoe, Nicola, back to Bergmeyer. Still the top three. Then we go back to Wilson. Collins and Black. Black now has a look on the inside of Collins. Not quite close enough this time down the back straight into the 3-4 turn. Almost halfway. Lap 26 is what we're looking for the $1,000. And Matty Pascoe doing it beautifully at the moment in the KRE powered sweet chassis. Everybody now finds a little bit of racing room, but the battle still is Sean Black and Jamie Collins. Black trying everything to get into that top 5. Lap 26, we are halfway home, Trev, and the $1,000 goes to Matty Pascoe.
Yeah, Matt doing it comfortably out in front, just driving away from Nicola Jr. and Bergmeyer. Those three haven't changed since about lap 8. Then we go back to Trent Wilson, trying to get up and get on the podium for tonight's GP53. Further back then, still Jamie Collins, Shawnee Black, Lachlan Onley, Callum Harper, Steve Latham. Jordan's dropped back through the field. Since that restart, Jordan's car has not had the performance it had earlier on, as Onley upsets the balance of the car out of turn 4.
If you're a Callum Harper fan, he's made it into the top 10. He is sitting 8th spot at the moment, Trev.
Yeah, Harper doing a great job. He's got his mate Steve Latham on his tail as they come up to try and get around the 17 of Lachlan Onley. Tyson Moon a bit further back. Nicholas O'Keefe, Bobby McCosker about to get lapped by our race leader. 20 laps remain next time across the stripe for Matt Pascoe, leading the second GP53.
The runners left at the moment. Matty Pascoe leads the way over Mick Nicola Jr., Ashley Bergmeyer, Trent Wilson, Jamie Collins, Sean Black, Lachlan Onley, Callum Harper, Steve Latham, Steve Jordan, Tyson Moon, Nicholas O'Keefe and Bobby McCosker. They are the runners. Still left with 18 to run next time by for Pascoe as he comes down the back straight through the 3-4 turn. The sweet chassis Q1 ticks off another one. 18 left to run. Nicola and Bergmeyer still sitting second and third. Wilson can't quite close the gap. Shawnee Black just losing a little bit at the moment to Collins. Can't get into the top 5, and he's starting to feel a little bit of pressure, Trev, from Onley as they sweep through 3 and 4.
Yeah, Onley starting to get some speed on. Oh, Callum Harper. The engine has gone in the Tasmania one, and it is a Chinese laundry there, and it looks like it's collapsed the front end as well. Everyone just running over to make sure that it's not a fire on board, but definitely the engine has gone south in that. As Nicholas O'Keefe dives down the inside of Tyson Moon. Still Nicola Jr. in second. Still Bergmeyer and Trent Wilson. Jamie Collins, Shawnee Black can't get up past Collins. He's still got Lachlan Onley for company. Meanwhile, Matty Pascoe is just going through the motions. He's about to come up and try and lap Steve Jordan, who's trying to find a way past Steve Latham. Those two are in their own battle. They're not going to worry or not going to think that Pascoe's coming up to get him. As still Nicola Jr. and Bergmeyer battle on the racetrack at the moment, Macca. Really only the one is Jordan and Latham. Everyone else is spread out. With 11 laps to run next time across the strike for our race leader. Sean Black still got Onley for company. Jordan's managed to find a way past Latham as Pascoe now gets in between the two cars. Looks to put Jordan down a lap as they come through turn 4. There's 10 to go this time by Macca.
Well, Pascoe doing it absolutely beautiful. The rear battle now is second and third because Bergmeyer is now right on the hammer of Nicola Jr. as they come out of turn number 4 and down the front straight one more time. Bergmeyer trying to get in front of Nicola. He's chased him and chased him for the last 50 odd laps. Just can't quite come to grips with the Victoria 1. Nicola a little untidy out of 4 on the exit. Bergmeyer switches to the top side, wants to try and box Nicola Jr. in behind Tyson Moon.
Trent Wilson in there as well. It's a three-way battle now.
Well, Wilson has been the hard charger, that's for sure. Doing a great job, sitting there in 4th from 10th. Bergmeyer now loses a little bit of ground to Nicola Jr. as they sweep through turn 4. And Wilson now right on the hammer of the V16. Wilson goes to the top. It's now or never for Trent Wilson, the man from far north Queensland. Trying to box Bergmeyer in. Bergmeyer has been third for most of this race. He slides up in front of Wilson. It'll be 5 to go this time by Matty Pascoe. Doing it beautifully at the moment. Still the battle for second, third and 4th. Nicola starts to sweep away. He's got about 6 car lengths now for second. Bergmeyer doing everything he can, hanging on by his fingertips. Wilson throwing everything at him. The 44 looking to the top side. Pascoe down underneath the tower, 3 left to run for the leader. Still the battle for third spot. Nicola settles down into second. He's got this at the moment, second spot. Who's going to be on the bottom step, Bergmeyer or Wilson? Wilson has a look at the top side. It is now or never for Wilson with 2 laps to run for the leader. Pascoe absolutely flying. He's got 1 lap to run. Dominant display by the Barnes Drilling #1 machine. Matty Pascoe down the back straight for the last time. Brisbane, he'll make it 2 starts, 2 wins in the GP53. Matty Pascoe gets the win. Home for second spot, Nicola Jr. And Bergmeyer hangs on to third over Wilson. Collins home next over Black. And the rest can sort themselves out on the way down. Trev, down to you.
Oh, fantastic effort once again in the second running of the GP53. He has dominated the race from about lap 10. Brisbane, put your hands together for Matty Pascoe. Oh, great drive from Mick Nicola Jr. home in second spot and hanging on by his fingernails. Ash Bergmeyer home for third. Fantastic drive from those guys. Second and third, they never really challenged Pascoe once he got past. And they managed to hang on. Bergmeyer had his hands full at the end there with Trent Wilson, but Wilson unable to make that outside line his own. and get past the 16 machine. As Matty brings the Q1 up on to the victory dais once again, victorious in the second running of the GP53. Oh, what a race, Macca.
Matty Pascoe handshakes all round.
Along with about another...
and Brisbane, make some noise for your GP53 winner, Matty Pascoe. 2 from 2. You can't get much better than that. Let's get these trophies over here, Trev. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's done a fantastic job. Home in 3rd spot. Make him feel welcome to the podium. As he climbs out of the number 16 machine, welcome to Victory Lane, Ash Bergmeyer. We'll just wait for Ash to climb up very quickly. Here he comes. Mate, look at that for a beautiful trophy. Oh, brother, always great to catch up with you on the podium. Well done, and gee whiz, that was a hell of a battle, wasn't it?
That was awesome. That was an unreal Macca. Yeah, that was definitely worth a drive from Vic.
Absolutely, mate. Let's thank everybody involved in that beautiful motor car.
Yeah, I wish me mum and dad were here, but yeah, they had commitments back at home. So yeah, I just grabbed me mate Kristen and we hit the road. And thanks to Brims and his family for putting us up for a few days. And yeah, we'll turn around and head back.
And Queensland title next weekend?
No, work commitments. So yeah, we'll just head back now.
Always great to catch up with you in Brisbane, mate. Congratulations on your 3rd place, and I know you really wanted that trophy. Well done.
Oh yeah, cheers, thanks.
Good on you. Ash Bergmeyer gets home for 3rd spot.
In 2nd place tonight, Brisbane, put your hands together for Mick Nicola Jr. Oh, there you go, mate. Throw that on your scone as well. Mate, congratulations on your 2nd place tonight. This thing, it is so fast and so consistent around this place. It is really hard to topple.
Oh, it sure is. Yeah, it just crept away and just disappeared into the fog there, so just had to run my own race. But congratulations to Matty, just was flying, car's unreal. Thanks to all my crew, Sean and Al and my family for coming out. Thanks to Kempy Race Pipes, Bullet Race Engines, Dawson's. Couldn't do it without them. It was, yeah, unreal track out there. It was good fun.
Car showed some nice speed early, but as I said, once Matty got past, it was race for 2nd, effectively.
Yeah, it sure was. The car went off a little bit as the race went on, so I just had to slow it down and manhandle it and just try and hold on to 2nd place, I suppose.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Thanks. No worries.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, I'm about 6'9". Not. And have a look at this beautiful trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make some noise for the 2nd running of the GP53. He's put his name on it the 1st time. He'll do it again for the 2nd time. Make some noise for Matty Pascoe.
Yeah, like congratulate Mick and Ash for finished 2nd, 3rd. And yeah, we're just trying to get through the traffic there. And yeah, wasn't sure how close they were, but yeah, just trying to. We freed the car up and before the feature, and we were either going to be really loose or we were going to be fast. So yeah, we thought turn 1 and 2 would stay fast, and we just had to manage what we could do down on turn 3 and 4. And yeah, the car was beautiful. Like, this is exactly the same setup as last meeting. We were going the other way, and then we're just going back to that. And yeah, we weren't sure what it was going to do, but yeah, paid off.
Mate, we call it the Matty Pascoe line around here, and it really did pay off, didn't it? The top side was just perfect early in that race.
Yeah, I could just float it in there, but I was still a little bit loose, like stagger-wise, but yeah, the car just grabbed on this turn 4 a little bit, just enough to get through, and then I could run around the top on turn 1 and 2, so yeah, the car was unbelievable. Yeah, I'd like to thank Kenny Mack and his team for making sure this motor's like A1, and Alan Barnes for supplying us with a car and sponsoring us, and Fuchs Oils, the Nut and Bolt Factory, Century 21, Powered Air, he's just come on board tonight, so yeah, I'd like to thank him. The Shock Shack, Liam, Brad, Zach, everyone, and the Moons, everyone that's been at home, like everyone that helps out. And just thank Dad for looking down and helping us out again.
Better thank that beautiful other half as well.
Yeah, Mum as well, yeah. Oh. No, I was getting to that. Yeah. yeah, Anne's my wife, and yeah, she does everything. Like she's pretty much organised all the truck and stuff, and helped out. And Anne's mum and Paul, yeah, just everyone that helps out with this team. And yeah, I just can't. Vic was here, yeah, just all the family was here as well watching, and all the fans for coming out. I just can't thank them enough. Like, it's a pretty good crowd. Pretty happy with that. Thanks.
And you'll look forward to catching up with them very shortly, mate, down in the pit area, I'm sure. Once again, mate, I know the big fella's up there smiling. 2 from 2. Well done. That's all you can do. Well done. Beautiful job. Ladies and gentlemen, Matty Pascoe.
Cheers, thanks.
Well, I'll tell you what, Trev, another fantastic night in the can, thanks to this bloke up here, Jared Ash and Ash Media and Alan Solid, of course, catching all that action. What a night. It was absolutely fantastic. If you're at home, folks, I do trust you've enjoyed it on Ash Media. I know everybody here certainly has.
Yeah. Everybody on the World Wide Web, I'm sure that the best of our super sedan category was on display tonight, and certainly did. And I got to say, probably the most apt-named chassis in racing, a sweet chassis. What a sweet ride that was tonight.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever interviewed Matty Pascoe and not gone how sweet it is. So I didn't want to do that tonight, obviously, for his dad's GP53. But look, folks, we're back to do it again for the next 3 weekends. Sprint cars all 3 weekends. The Caravan and Dunny Derby, can't wait for that one. That's going to be brilliant. The 50-lapper for the midgets, the 50-lapper for the wingless to finish on the last night.
Yeah.
Folks, I'm Steve McCulloch.
I'm Trevor Petts.
Keep the speed on the racetrack, not on the road. We'll see you in the pits very shortly and back here next Saturday night. Thank you very much on behalf of John and Kathy Kelly for joining us right here at Brisbane's Archerfield Speedway.